Again. Happening here and there and there. No. Again, Kwano. Yeah. What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. And it's a nation where we encourage us to live our lives, enjoying our lives. The only way you can live your life well is through the knowledge of factual truth. Because it's your life, you have to live it. No one else will come and live your life for you now. You are the one that was born to live that life. So live it well. And today I want to share with us what I titled Missing People, Missing Persons. But before I go into that, I want to call on us to know that as people who are knowing better now, who are no longer believers, people who are awakened to ourselves, people who have decided or dedicated their time, their life, everything they have, to know the truth and spread the knowledge of that truth. You need to know that you are an evangelist. You are an evangelist. One time I told you what our people call the call of God or call of Jesus is actually our ancestral call, but because we were brought up in religion, and in that particular religion we are brought up, we believe it is the God we believe in there that is calling us. But it is actually our ancestors, which is our blood. It is in our blood to destroy religion. It is in our blood to restore our glory. It is in our blood to recover our heritage. So if you have been in certain religion like Christianity, where you once dedicated your life, dedicated your time, dedicated everything you have, preaching God, preaching Jesus, preaching heaven, you know what you were preaching? And you are doing it to reach out to people, to win people. They call it to win souls. You cannot win soul because soul does not exist. It's like saying you want to win a spirit. Spirit does not exist. Unless you're talking about the living soul, the living spirit, which is what you are looking at or who you're looking at, just like yourself. It's not something invisible. It's not something imaginary. It's not something you cannot touch. You see how they put it in Luke chapter 24, 36 to 43. They say when the disciples of Jesus saw Jesus, they thought he was a what? A ghost, a spirit. He said, touch me. Touch me. And not that type of spirit that you cannot see or will disappear, disappear, you will not touch. No. Say, touch me, for I have flesh and bones. That is the living spirit. But Jesus never existed. But you are the one that have flesh and bones. You can eat. The spirit that doesn't eat like you does not exist. You are the real spirit. So know that you are an evangelist. What is the work of an evangelist? Go about preaching, the truth. That's in the woke nation, not religious truth, not Christianity truth, not Islamic truth, not Jewish truth. Now you have to be preaching your African truth. And the African truth is the original truth. That is the factual truth. Every other truth is imitation, but African truth is the original truth, and that is the real truth. And that is the truth you will know that will set you free. The truth of Christianity will never set an African free. The truth of Islam will never set an African free. The truth of Judaism will never set an African free. The God of Abraham will never set Africans free. Every foreign religion, all of them, none of them can set Africans free. The only truth that can set Africans truth is the African truth. And that is the truth the world have hidden from us. They don't want us to know it. That is what they used to scare you, like the story of lost wife. He said he looked back and turned to pillar of salt. No, there's nothing wrong with looking back to our glorious past. To our glorious past, we will have to look backward so that we can go forward in the right direction. Our ancestors, that's our blood speaking from the earth, calling us. But we say it's Jehovah calling us, it's Yahweh calling us, it's Allah calling us, it's Jesus calling us. Look at our people in religions, in churches, preaching what they don't know because they are not in the right place. They are not in their right trunk. They are not in their right route. So they are preaching what they don't know. And that's why every worshiper worship what they don't know. But in your truth, in your African truth, you don't need to worship anything. You don't worship any God. You don't worship any spirit. No, you only respect yourselves, respect your ancestors, which you are one of them. You respect yourself. That's what it means to respect your ancestors. Not maybe they're hanging somewhere. No, you are one blood with your ancestors. It's the same blood running in your veins. Your ancestors are in you by the blood. Not by the blood of God, not by the blood of Jesus, by the blood of your ancestor, which is your real blood. It's right there in you. So you have to, be the woke evangelist. Wherever you are, the woke evangelist. You know the truth now, you have to spread this truth. Spread it without fear, without favor, and without faint. You have to do it. We all have to do this. Because they have used the lie to teach us that we are creatures of God. And we believe that this God is calling us. Or this Jesus is calling us. No, we are not creatures. If you have not heard that thing from me since you have been listening to me, that means you are not even serious. We are not creatures. Many of you that claim to be awakened, you say you know the truth now, you are a free thinker, you are conscious, but you still believe you are a creature. Some of you say that nature created you. You are not a creature. No, you are not a creature. It doesn't matter how you put it. Your parents did not create you. The nature did not create you. God did not create you. You have to erase that creature mentality or creation mentality from your mind. You have to erase it. That is the problem. Who created you? Who told you I'm a creature? I am not a creature. Creatures don't have life in them. I have life. Creatures don't have life. I am a living being, and living being need a man and a woman, male and female, to exist, to live, to come into being. But a creature can be created by one person. That's why whatever is creature, it does not have life in it. Creatures are imaginary beings. They are not real beings. So you have to know your truth. Not just knowing their truth, but you are truth, you are African truth, which is the original truth. You have to know it and be bold enough to declare it. And don't let English language limit you, because that is one of the biggest obstacles that our people are facing. If you don't know how to speak good English, it turns some of them off. Don't give a fuck about that. keep saying what you're saying. Some of them will not listen to you because you don't know how to speak nice English. You don't know how to speak nice grammar. You don't know how to put the words together for them. No, what are you talking about? That's the main thing. Then it is their problem how they hear, how they listen. You remember what you are doing. You are doing it, to help them, to wake them up. You are not doing it to win their likes, to win their followership. No, you are doing it to open their eyes. Because when all of us get our eyes open, we solve our problem without being a liability to one another. It is we're waking them up so that they will know the truth. Instead of telling people to help the poor, now we deal with whatever is making people poor. We deal with whoever is making people poor. That's what we're doing. This is not an organization where we want to start again. We call people to come and join, contribute, for us to donate. No. It's not a place you come for more fundraising. It's not a place you come for financial assistance or all that. It's not a place you come, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for a work, help me. You got parents, and this is what we're treating, because they destroy African family destruction, African family structure. This is where we get to. It ends us up in destruction. Everybody everywhere chasing money, chasing this, chasing that, chasing help everywhere, as if they fell from the sky. And most of them even believe there is God they have or worship, and this God care about them. Then why are you looking for help from people? You say God uses people. That you don't need that God. If your God can have to use people to bless you or to give you anything, you don't need that God. People will give you that without God. And you don't need to be going to people to beg. Who gave birth to you? You will have to treat all this so that people will stop giving birth to children that cannot raise. And how can you stop that? First, go back to your family structure, so that even you die, your brother will take responsibility of your family. But not you say, no, it's for me, I don't want any third party. Okay. But when you want to get married, you call them as your kinsmen. They accompany you, they go there and they say, okay, our brother is getting married. Now, after you settle with your wife, both of you say, no, it's just two of us. No, it's not. That is your problem. And when you die, people say, oh, that man is maltreating the children of his late brother. Yeah, it started when his late brother was alive. We have to go back to the origin of the problem. We are meddling with tampering with the leaves. Why the root is there, the root of the problem. Nobody wants to touch it. They say, no, don't talk. We have to. If it requires all of us to die and come back again to rebuild it, we will do that. Be the evangelist for the factual truth, not for imaginary beings, but for the factual truth, and declare it with all boldness. Okay, all right. So, back to what I'm sharing today: missing people. The missing people. When they say they're looking for people, people get lost, and those people, I mean, in this notion, or in this way, is religious people. Religious people, they are the missing people in our families, among our people. They are the missing people. They have lost their mind. They are sick upstairs. So they have been locked up in prison. They have been locked up in psych unit. They are just like those criminals and crazy people locked up out of the society, so that they stop being nuisance. But that's exactly what religious people are. They are the missing people. They have been locked up in their religion. Their religion is the prison house. Their religion is the psych unit, and they are locked up there. And we must do the right thing. Like approach them and try to open their eyes, to heal them, to cure them, to deliver them from that madness called religion, to deliver them from that madness called spirituality, to reality, to science. to knowledge. Our people keep saying we are spiritual people. Fuck that. We are not spiritual people. We are natural people. You say spirituality is nature. So let spirituality be, let nature be. In nature, you work with nature because you are part of the nature. So if there's a spiritual world, let spiritual world act without you. Let's see. How can you say you are spiritual, right? And there's a spiritual world, and you're in the physical world. Then you are in the physical world. You say you are connecting to the spiritual world. No, you are ignorant of what you're saying. And that's what spirituality and religion does to people. They say what they don't know and trying to put them together to work. It doesn't work that way. It cannot work. So what do you need for proper identification when you're talking about missing people? You see, when family or someone is looking for somebody, they post the pictures. People always go for the picture ID, pictures, to show, okay, this is the person we are looking for. That's what we're supposed to do. You know that, as I'm speaking now, you know that person, that religious person in your life, in your family, in your neighborhood, in your place of work. They are so religious. Bring their pictures before you, and know that that person is a missing person. It may be your parent, it may be your wife, it may be your husband, it may be your child or children, it may be your neighbor, it may be your co-worker. If they're religious, they are missing persons. And you have to identify them so that you can tell them, what will save them. You see, have you visited anyone in the hospital or in the psych unit? They want to get out. They don't like that place. Actually, they want to get out. Our people who are religious or spiritual, they are looking for a way out. They need that deliverance. There is no God coming to deliver them but you. There's no God coming to save them but you. There's no God coming to heal them but you. So when you are armed with the knowledge of factual truth, it's not meant for you to keep it to yourself. When you keep it to yourself, it becomes stale. Nobody wants to eat a stale bread. But the more you releasing it fresh, the more you release it, the more it comes, because it is unlimited from its source, which is the universe. The knowledge you have as a woke person or the woke person is unlimited. Don't limit yourself. Don't fall for that dream trap. Oh, you must have dream or vision for you to know what to say or for you to know, what is going on. No, you don't. Of course, it's part of nature to have dream, vision, revelation. All that is a natural thing, but that's not who we are. We are more than that. So you have to know to avoid, maybe like, talking to wrong person. Wrong person. If you don't have that picture ID, you may say, "Oh, I'm looking for who." They say, "Who are you looking for?" We don't know who you're looking for. Show us the picture. You show them the picture ID for you to know, okay, this is the person. So, like those of them that claim they are worshiping God, ask them for picture ID. Think about it. You want to see somebody that is missing or somebody you have not seen, you say you go there, you mention the person, and they say, "We don't know who you're talking about. Can we have some picture? Can we have some picture ID?" When you show them the picture ID, they will say, "Okay, yeah, I think I know this." That's how it's supposed to be. So let me bring it a little bit to the religious people that still believe in God, if they're hearing this, or you can use this to try to open their eyes. In this time and age, you tell me you have not seen your God or Jesus. You still believe that they are spirit you cannot see. At least use that Luke chapter 24, verse 36 to 43 to open your eyes. That the spirit you claim Jesus is Jesus, never say he's a spirit. Jesus said he's just like he has flesh and bones and is able to disappear and appear with flesh and bones, not as a spirit. He was going through closed door according to their book. Then those of them that are not Christians, that are like Muslims and the Jews, according to their book, which we call the Old Testament, right? Their God also was not a spirit that they cannot see according to their according to their book. Some people saw him face to face. He talked with some people face to face as a man to man. Some people, like Moses, saw his back. So there are evidence there that, okay, their God are saying is a spirit. They claim that he has no form. This God have form. You cannot say that God has no form when you say you're talking about his right hand, his back, his face. Is a form when you're talking about a hand, leg, nose, eyes, mouth, ears. But because that God does not exist, that's why that God have all those things, but they cannot do anything. It is always people doing his business for them. So where is the picture ID of your God? You cannot bring that to your God in person. Show us his picture. But you see, God have different pictures that doesn't look alike. Jesus also have this different picture that doesn't look alike. But when you see my pictures, right, from childhood to adulthood, my picture is the same. Is the same person. It doesn't matter how I dress. Doesn't matter how I pose. It's my picture. When you look at it, it says, "This is my picture." So you need that picture ID. If your God is real, if your Jesus is real, where is the picture ID? Talk to yourself. That is the best communication you can ever have. Speaking to yourself, talk to yourself. This God that I say is my maker, is my creator. Where is his picture? Let me see his picture. Like if you go to our house in the village, you see the picture of my grandmother there. My father met his grandmother, I mean his mother, but not his father. So he still have the picture of his mother, which he made in Onisha. It's still right there in our village room or house. Now, for those of us that don't know her, I knew her. I grew up with her. I lived with her for some time. So for those of them behind me that didn't meet her, they can see that picture. If they ask, whose picture is this? Those people that know with her, yeah, that's the picture of your grandmother. And if he show her any other picture, he will still ask. But they show me that one, then that's where clarity comes in. People will come and explain. No, don't mind that one. That one is fake. This is the real one. So your God or your Jesus have different pictures. Which one is the real one? We want to see your real God. We want to see your real Jesus. But when it comes to Jesus, you don't even need picture ID. You need Jesus himself, because he said that he will be with them always. And when you say that Jesus will only appear to those that believe, that's a lie. Because before his death, everybody was seeing him. So if everybody saw Jesus when he was alive, before they crucified him, now he resurrected from the dead, you say everybody cannot see him? That's a lie. You see, it's a lie. And even Jesus existed. Jesus lived, going about doing good, according to Acts chapter 10, verse 38. Everybody was seeing him. He entered Jerusalem on a donkey, right? Like a king. And they were shouting, Hosanna. Now he resurrected. Now, why is he hiding? Why is Jesus in hiding? Why are you telling me he only appeared to his disciples? Was he only his disciples that saw him when he was hanging on the cross? Huh? No. So why now he's back to life? He cannot show himself to everyone. Hello. Think about it. Because that's one of the silly arguments that believers bring about Jesus. They say if you believe, he appeared to you. He only appeared to those who are. No, Jesus never said that in the first place. But that's what they wrote. They said, Jesus said, no, the world will, you will see me. If you will see me. His disciple doesn't have spiritual, it's the same eyes people have, they have. If any human being can see Jesus, you also can see Jesus. Jesus didn't say it's only his disciples that will see him after he rise from the dead. No. Mary Magdalene saw him also. And he was not among the 12. Other people, 120 people in the upper room saw Jesus. So you that is talking in your family, you are the one that have seen Jesus, as you said, and you gather your family for prayers. Have you seen Jesus show up for all of you to see him? But at least, if you cannot prove that one, why not the picture? The picture ID of Jesus. You're supposed to know the importance of picture IDs. It's very important. But look at what I'm trying to say also. Those people that are locked up in prison, those people that are locked up in psych unit, are they not believers in God? How about their family members? Don't their family member believe in God? Think about it. Where is this God they believe in? In fact, they have Bibles given to patients, given to inmates in psych unit, in prison. For those of you that believe there is power of the word of God, or there is power in the word of God, there's power the Bible when you hold it, when you pray. I have seen patients reading the Bible, nothing changes. But you believe there is power in it. You watch the Nigerian movie where they maybe somebody attack them with a voodoo and it bounce back. It's a lie. It's just a movie. That's it. In reality, it's just toilet paper is better than it. Toilet paper is better. Is you can use at least when you wipe your ass with toilet paper, you feel better. But when you use that of Bibles, you know how it doesn't clear very well. Unless you wet it a little bit. Yeah, so but understand that these people that are missing, these people that are missing in the society, locked up in prison, locked up in psych unit, where is their God? Where is the God of their family members? They came from a family, religious family. You see them they're giving them Quran, giving them Bible, it depends on their religion. Those that belong to book religion, they always have their book everywhere. And this, you see them also distributing it in the hotels. And after they come out and telling you is the number one selling book because you invested money to sell it. Nobody in their right mind will spend their money to go and buy any religious book. Religious people know how to sponsor their lives. So how about us who know the truth? Are we going to shut up? No. Those people locked up in prison, those people locked up in psych units, are they not worshippers of God? They have chapels there. I was once locked up. Pastors there. If you want to see people dedicated in prayers and praises, powerful one, go to prison. Go to prison, you see them. In fact, some people you see today as pastors outside, they started their pastoral work in prison. So they are worshippers of God, but they are locked up. Where is their God? Now, about my brother Mazen Nandekalo, they have been holding him, the Nigerian government have been holding him, locked him up. He was a believer in God. He was a worshiper of God. He went to the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. He identified himself as a Jew. He believed in God Elohim, Yahweh, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. But what happened to him now? People that are holding him are people that believe in God and worship God. And he himself believes in God and worship God. The question is this: where is his God? People are the one protesting for his release. Free Mazen Nandekano. Free Mazen Nandekano. Nobody have heard from God. Nobody has heard from Chukwu Kabiama. And eventually, if something happens, he comes out. They will say it is God that made it. No. Tell yourself the truth. Ask this simple question: where is this God he believes in? Where is this God? Right now, he's still praying to that God. Our people are ridiculous when it comes to religion or spiritual stuff. How can you be suffering? In that suffering, you're still praying, believing that something will happen, you'll come out, and it is your God that will do that. Tell me, if you have power to release somebody from jail, tell me the truth. Will you allow that person to stay there longer as Nnamdi Kanu has been in that net? Tell me the truth. Some of you, you heard that police arrested your loved one. You say you don't want them to sleep there overnight because you know the experience there. You do all your call lawyers. You do call the people that matters to release that person. If you can show me anyone that has demonstrated their faith in God and they worked, show me one. I will stop saying what I'm saying. Look at Apostle Suleiman. One time the government went to arrest him, or people, the uniform people wanted to arrest him. He had to call the governor of the state to rescue him, not God. God cannot rescue anyone. Don't look at people locked up in prison. Look at people locked up in psych unit. Where is their God? You are too afraid to ask that question. Can't you pause and ask, where is this God? Where is this Jesus? And stop deluding yourself with their lies. I believe there is God. I believe God is working. You are stupid. It's like your car break down. Remember, I'm saying your car. You used to drive it, but now your car break down. Your car parked, the tires removed because it need to be fixed. And you are saying, I believe my car I believe I'm driving my car. I believe I'm driving my car. I believe I'm driving my car. That's exactly how you are. That's why religion is madness. You see people, somebody went and made money, and they say, yeah, God gave me money. And you see our people sing, I think Oliver the Coke was singing. He said there are three things. Three things God gives people. Number one is money. Number two is house. Number three is children. This is our people. They sing their ignorance. They make money out of their ignorance. They celebrate their ignorance. How can you see a woman, maybe she get married or get a man get her pregnant, and she's saying, see what the Lord has done. She take picture. Yeah, the Lord has done it. I'm pregnant. If she didn't die during delivery and made it during from delivery, you see her saying, God has done it. God has blessed me with this child. No, that child came forth by the means of sex. That's it. It's not any God. God don't give money. You are the one that will build that house. God cannot give you anything to build the house. He said God is the one that make it possible. Can't you listen to yourself? You labor to make money. You labor to build a house. You labor to have children or child. Then you say it is God. And you say you are not stupid. When people say you are stupid, you say, don't insult me. You are insulting that word insult. You are the one insulting that word insult. You know how you labor to graduate. You know how you labor to succeed. You know how you labor to achieve that thing. And at the end, you say you are going for Thanksgiving. You are thanking God for making it possible. Yeah, people that don't have that you are God, that don't believe in that you are God, they're even one of the people that help you, or you went there, like you went to China to buy the goods that make you maybe have money for you to buy that car, or for you to build that house, or for you to marry that woman. Yet you say it is God. We celebrate our stupidity and call it knowledge. No, there's no knowledge. You're telling me don't talk to elders, foolish elders? Any elder that believe in God is foolish. Any elder that worship God is foolish. Especially when it's Jesus. That's the most foolish elder in our land. Any elder that believe in Jesus. Our people, can't you listen to yourselves? What your ancestors used to just use as a fairy tale, you are not calling the word of God. You are praying with it. You are living your life according to it. It's a fairy tale. It's a folklore. It's something that is there for amusement, for entertainment. It's not for you to live your life. There's no enlightenment in it. That's why you are going backward instead of going forward in the right direction. Everything you say God gave to you is a lie. You are the one that can give all that to yourself. You can make money. You can build a house. You can have children. What is it? It is you. The only thing you can tell me God give to you is you didn't do anything. Nobody worked for it. God will just come and drop it on your lap. If it's not like that, if you have to go somewhere, you left somewhere and get that, or somebody gave it to you, it has nothing to do with God. Thank the person that gave it to you and thank yourself also. You need to wake up, my people. You can get all those things yourself without the help of God, without the help of Jesus. It annoys me when every time you watch Nigerian movie, you will see them talking. Even now they're doing the one on Netflix, they're still showing their stupidity. Every time, God, Jesus, God, Jesus. At least learn from the Hollywood ones. Yes, they mention God sometimes, but you see how they have, no, that one is just in passing. And that's why their movie, see, their movie is different, far different than yours. And your God cannot even make you to make a quality movies like the Hollywood. Although you call your name Nollywood to look like their own. Nollywood, Gollywood. You know, Africans, they don't have anything. Original people are now being using imitation. Because America have Hollywood. All of them bring something, add wood, bring something, add wood, bring something, add wood. And they say there are people with knowledge. No, you are not living your life. That's why you see America, everything that they want everything to be according to how they want it. They want to be number one and everybody following them. And it's working for them. You see the video I shared about that Nollywood actress? When she started acting when she was little. And she's grown now. Somebody duped her just because that person said he's a reverend father and mentioned miracle money. Say something about her parents. Your parents has that. She don't know that, of course. Somebody that know your family, they will tell you about your parents. And she gave her ATM card, her bank card, to somebody she don't know. She gave her ATM card. In other words, bought her a pin to her. She gave it to him, because he mentioned God. He mentioned blessing, miracle money you will receive. Favor, maybe she has been believing God for a rich man to marry her. She joined that one too. Yes, it will happen, it will happen. He said, give it to me. Don't look at it, because all these boys, excuse me, somebody took your card from you and gave you another one, said, don't touch it. Don't open it until you get to your house. She went to say, see what I see in place of my card. And he said she's an orphan, you know, like releasing costs on the person. I said, no, you cannot cost that person. It's business. What if it has worked? Okay, so it don't work. It's investment, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it's like investing in a stock. Sometimes it works, it goes down, sometimes it goes up. But look at it. She's educated. She can speak good English. You remember? That's how we know educated person in our land. Somebody that can speak good English. And English people don't speak our own because they don't know educated person by who speak good English. Although they speak, that's the language they adopted. But look at it. At her age, somebody wiped her bank account just because she wanted miracle money. The money she labored, she said she has been saving that money. Now, but she believes there's a miracle money that can take the miracle money that will come. If there is miracle money, your parents would have prayed and become the richest person in the world. There's no such thing as miracle money. The reason why you see somebody like Apostle Suleiman selling the miracle money in Nigeria is because it's Nigeria. It's a very corrupt place. She can't do that in America here because church member will sue him. Yeah, sue him, not God. Yeah, they will try what he said. They sow, they pray, and it not work. He take from them. They sue him. And those people that testify that, yeah, miracle money came into from angel, came into the account, they will also be sued. They must answer a case. And the people that we call them to testify are also believers. But this is the country of law. Nigeria is a country of corrupt people. America is the country of law. Not that there's no corruption in America. Of course, that's where we learn all that stuff. Excuse me. You see her crying. And you know how excuse me. I said one of I ate peanut. Let me drink something. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, water. It will, that water just saved me, which God and Jesus cannot do. Now, one of the things I was thinking when I was watching that video was this. You know how she was crying. You will see another believer will say, okay, come, I will give you millions. You know how we do that? Because believers also do things to prove that their God exists. Yeah, you see, God have used that person to bless it. Thank you for hearing the cry of the orphan. No. She said that the cry of the orphan will not go in vain. Yeah. Who will answer the cry of the orphan? Not God, not Jesus. It is people. So where is the God she believes in? Why can't God answer her cry, and say, don't worry, that person wipe your account, I will fill it back. That's supposed to be miracle. So let her keep waiting. Why is she crying? Maybe the miracle money will still come tomorrow. Jesus is coming very soon. Remember, Jesus is coming soon. But look at that. I haven't heard if they have done that, but that is how our people walk. That's how religious people walk. Someone will look at her, listen to that video, see her cry, and maybe make some call and say, you know what, don't worry, I'm going to give you 5 million. Oh, you see how God does. It is God. And they begin to pray for that person. God will multiply it. God will do that. God will do that. Where was this God when this man duped her? Where was this God? Where was this Jesus? Huh? It is always people responding, not any God, not any Jesus. You see, another one I want to bring up, like when I mentioned the people locked up in prison. You know about Reverend King, my ex-in-law. My ex-wife was from the same village. They're from the same village in the same town. Okay, and she know him because that guy used to sell Christian cassette in Alaba also. She's the one that told me about him before his case. Now, you see, it was published that Reverend King in prison, where he is locked up at the moment on death row, about to be killed for a crime he committed, setting somebody on fire to death. You know how he also used to flog people in the name of whatever God they worship. Now he sent prayer to his members from prison. If prayer works, will this guy be in the prison in the first place? If prayer works, he will not be in prison. But he's in prison, sending prayer to people that are not in prison. And those people that are not in prison will be echoing amen, believing that prayer. But this guy has been held on death row for years now. Not for maybe 1 month or 1 year, for years. So he's awaiting to be killed. Yeah, but still praying, still praying. If you go to that place, they lock him up, he's still preaching, praying to God. But where is this God? Where is this Jesus? There is power in prayer. There is power. You don't know how God works. Because you're stupid. If you don't know how God works, then don't pray to that God. You're supposed to pray to a God that you know how he works. If you are praying to God, you don't know how he works, you are stupid. You are among the missing people. We need to find you. You need to come back. We have your picture ID. We are looking for you. Come back home. He is praying. He's locked up for a crime he committed, which is murder, right? Yeah, killing somebody. Then he sent that prayer to people that are not in prison. Somebody in prison sending prayer to people that are not in prison. And all of them are saying amen to that. That's stupidity. Our people, we need to wake up as a people. God is useless in reality. Jesus is useless in reality. Now you have found yourself that you are no longer among the missing people. What are you doing to find those who are still missing? The lost ones, the missing ones. They are in Christianity. They are in Islam. They are in Judaism. We need to find them and bring them back home to our own truth, African truth. It is time you wake up, my people. Trust God. Trust Jesus. And you know what is more you must do. When you do that, live humanly. That's the only way you can live your life well. Live humanly. Because this is your life and you need to live it well. And once you wake up, trust God, trust Jesus, become the evangelist, the woke evangelist, the woke evangelist. I want to see you evangelizing our people so that they can wake up and together we will unite to restore our glory and recover our heritage, because no condition is permanent. The truth shall prevail and the sun will shine again. God